In this session, you will learn how to build a bill of resource, or BOR. To build a BOR, press F4, Build Bill of Resource, do it. The system then takes you through a series of prompts to build a BOR. First, you must select an end product item either by scrolling down through the list of available products from the product list, selecting the product and pressing OK, or by entering in the product name or number into the dialog box. For this example, we'll be building a pen. The first time you build a particular BOR, you will receive a No Prototype message. Accept OK to proceed in the build process. Now you are in a continuous loop of selecting subcomponents for the end product. Select the first subcomponent in the end item and press OK. You are then asked to enter the number required for the subcomponent. We'll need one barrel for each pen, therefore we enter 1 in this space. Next, our pen needs a cartridge. Notice that the system brings up each product selected into the background, making it easy for you to view as you go along. For each pen, we need one cartridge, so we enter 1 for the number required. Next, we need to add the operations to the BOR. This is done by pressing the Operations button. You may enter products and operations in any order that you choose, moving from products to operations as many times as is needed. Here you choose an operation and press OK. You are then asked to enter the number of hours required for the item. Here, number required is the cycle time or run time in hours. If you know the run time in minutes, simply enter an equation at the prompt, equals minutes/60. If you know cycle time in seconds, divide by 3600. If you know how many pieces per day, enter an equation that converts. Here, assembly takes just a few seconds, so we enter equals 30/3600. Next, we need to add the inspection to the BOR. Inspection of the pen takes 1 minute, thus we enter equals 1/60 for the number required. Don't worry if you make a mistake during the build process. Any error may be edited directly to the BOR on the BOR table. After all products and operations are selected, they must be connected. Connecting is easily done using the Connect buttons and then following the prompts. The connection is simply what comes next in the process. For the barrel, next in sequence is assembly, so we select assembly and OK. The next in sequence for the cartridge is also assembly. The next in sequence for assembly is inspection, and finally for inspection the next in sequence is the end item, which is the pen. Notice the special button provided for the end item connection. The system will then perform an explosion connecting products and operations together and reading them into the table. Next, you are prompted to save the BOR. In the beginning, it's recommended that you select No to verify that the BOR is constructed properly. There are some key areas to point out on the BOR table. In the header area, there are several quick buttons. The Check button is used to error check the BOR when making direct entries to the BOR table. The Clear button is used to clear the current BOR. Print will print out the BOR, and the Save button is used to save the BOR once it is completed and error checked. In the End Item and Job Inputs area, there is the system-generated job number and the job cost, which is the sum total of the unit cost from the master item list and preliminary scheduling dates. The customer number may be easily added at this point by double-clicking on the customer cell and selecting a customer from the drop-down list and pressing OK. The number required may be changed at any time and is the quantity of the end item that you are producing. Say, for example, that you have to make 2,000 pens instead of just 1. This would be changed in the number required cell of the end products line. You can directly enter 2,000 into this cell. Notice that when you do change the number required, the net required for the subcomponents is automatically updated by the system in the red formatted column. Notice the visual indentation, which shows the different levels of products and operations. You can also change the width of the columns at any time and place throughout the program to make them look the way you want them to. After everything in the BOR is the way that you want it to be, it is time to save the BOR using the Save button. Answer Yes to clear the BOR. If you are creating a BOR that's similar to the one just made, you would answer No here and continue making the new BOR. After saving and clearing, you are left in the Home position of the Build tab. Here's an example of not needing the F4 key to go to a specific area, such as the product list. Just press the Go button under Product List, and the system takes you directly to the product list. Notice that you now have a first job number posted in column W. Now you may utilize the Where Used function of the program, double-clicking on any subcomponent, and the system will generate a list of the jobs where that particular item is being used. That's it. You have successfully created a bore.